span. Just going to check it out for you online now. It came on Investment and Business News, yeah. It came on TV after the financial crunch, and he said some bits and bobs about the new artificial intelligence. And it was only Alan Greenspan research focuses audio. Oh, there's some stuff on about it. So you'll know if you go on the internet and do a search for Alan Greenspan and artificial intelligence and financial gump, you'll be able to go and read about it. But what his actual quotes were that they allowed artificial intelligence to take over the financial system. But what they did was they only filled in the last 20 years of data. And his excuse for the crash was that, excuse me, his excuse for the crash was they'd only inputted 20 years of financial data. Okay, it's a bit like the Boeing 777 that crashed into Heathrow, and they blamed it on an engine lack of power when it was quite clearly the fault of an inexperienced co-pilot. Now, they might only have put 20 years of data into it, and clearly if you've got 250 years of data, you should put 250 years of data in. So they paid cheap money and only inputted 20 years of data, right? And they got the cheap outcome, a financial crash, and how many £1 trillion? Now who should be paying for all this? Because it was the Yanks that allowed this artificial intelligence to make a free run on the economy, on the markets. Right? So I don't see why Poland should pay for it. I don't see why Germany should pay for it, unless of course Germany are a part of the artificial intelligence group. Although I find it highly unlikely that the Germans will allow something with only 20 years of data inputted to control a financial market. Because if they did, they've definitely took a giant leap backwards in my eyes. Now, on top of the lack of data inputted into the artificial intelligence system, there is more factors that need to be taken into account. The biggest factor of which is lying. A lot of the statistics and data inputted from the last 20 years, not all of it, a lot of it, is a false statistic. And we all know false statistics as real human beings living in the real world. How a little tick in a box from someone that doesn't like you in the bank completely ruins your whole financial outlook on life, and doesn't take into account. And a tick in the right place for some complete moron next door to you suddenly makes them become something they haven't been before. Just a little tick in the box, a false statistic. Now these false statistics that have been inputted, they're going to cause you a lot of problems as well in your artificial intelligence, because it's artificial dunce if it isn't intelligent. So you've already proven that you've got an artificial dunce system running your financial system. You had dunces in control of it in the first place, and now you've got an artificial dunce as well. Who wants to breed with dunces? Oh, thank you. dee dee.